So actually, I don't start slow sometimes, but I'm trying to head trade with TradeView markets. I'm gonna look right now. Okay. First of all, if those I didn't have the best segue this morning. Do we have coach? Pardon me. No, we didn't. Okay. All right. Let me get back into what's going on. Let me start. Okay. Always updates, downgrades research, TradeGATEHub, posting fast and furiously this morning. It's post Nevada split. Now I'm gonna get into it now. Okay. Let's put it this way, it's Apple Day. It's Apple's world, and we're just living in it. As I go to TradeGATEHub to a second, and we posted in it, Meta and Apple, so goes Apple, so goes the market. GME calls. Please timestamp when I put that GME calls. Let's go to TradeGATEHub for a second. Okay, my job is to post, what's obviously, there's a lot of data going on from my experience and what I see. GME calls. Okay, GME calls started right here. There's my buy, 23.35, 23.60. There's my sell, 26. Nice $3 move. GME calls pointed Mike V this morning. Okay. Zim, brothers, this BR stocks are acting well. I'm going to go to my screen in a second. Bros, acting. There's Bros new highs. Okay, let's look at other ones. Moving. Fizzler, still on the buy list, breaking out. Multi-time frame, whatever type of frames, building consolidation, fine. Apple, there it is. Last time I looked, it was up $9. A touch off the high, over 200. You know what I mean? This is how the market went. It went from them buying GME and making money. They and them. It's arguable. Buying GME. I'm sorry about that for my name. Buying game. It went from GameStop to Nvidia post split. Now it's an Apple. That's what they're doing right now. They're shuffling money into one thing. Apple. Let's look at this one. Another one they're buying. That was Abercrombie today. That's resting a little bit. Crocs. Lilly had news that reversed this morning. It was up like $30-$40. Lilly maybe buy the rumor, sell the news. Let's go as the XBI. Snowflake pointed out there was a dip and then a rip. Snowflake this morning. Actually, you know what? It's back down here. I don't know where the VIX is. Let me go back to something here in TGH. Let me put this up for a second. Movers on the day. Let's go to this most active, so everybody can look at least what's going on as I collect what they say, collect myself. Where's the futures? All right, I got to get ready here. One second. I apologize. I beg for your pardon. Okay. Tesla. All right, I'm back. I got to go to charts. Let's get back to them. You know what? I just started talking to one of our executive or senior brokers. You know who it is? It's Lewis. It's Lewis on TradeGATEHub. And I'm going to go to get back to my charts and get back to my point is that it's not TradeGATEHub is an international room, and I don't have to. My job is for people to take money out of the market on a daily basis, not particularly oils. Let me watch this one. Still in Devon, out of my style, but try to give the best broad-based view on for you to almost hone inside. So my point is, I'm going to AMC break size. I'm going to give more macro views. All right. So let's look at what's going on. Let's start with TLT. All right. There's been a lot of questions in the room on TLT. McD, I hope you're there. OT, Ocean Trader, Ham, all the guys. All right. TLT. Let's boil it down to this trade. All right. Because we've been talking about it, and I believe the ideal sweet spot, and I did buy some, was at 90.88. I think the low I went was it 90.88? Yesterday. Let's put a 4-minute chart. 90.88. That was my buy. 90, I think the first one was McD, you might correct me, was 91.24. I started looking again. I'm in. Pardon me, 90.88. I don't know what's gonna, this is, I talked about it. It's not as clean as a trade as I want it to be. I didn't want it to come down that much. I didn't want the pullback in TLT, with basically, well, you know what? Do have CPI coming up and then the Fed. You know what I mean? It's taking calls. They were taking short-term calls. I'm in. You know what I mean? It's one of these things, much like a Devon, that I want to stick away. I'll compare Devon Energy to the 20-year, but BFC, nice call, Mike V, having more in the fund. I had a lot of it in the as a trade overnight. I literally sold like 20,000 of it. In the fund, I like it. The CEO bought more. Listen, why can't VFC pull a Macy's? You know what I mean, from down here. But my opinion is irrelevant, or else I'd be hypocritical in saying that VFC has calls, right sector. Unfortunately, they cut their dividend because that's how might be the gearing, towards. But it's not a barn burner. I got it. It's a winner. The CEO bought more, stepped up in the personal account. I don't know the guy's net worth, but certainly who wants to take the bought it, what, a million, whatever it was. Actually, you should do your due diligence and look and learn what it was. It doesn't matter what's going on here. It's irrelevant. I want you to learn by yourself. Shopify highs. Let's go new share. Let's go here. I want questions before I go here. Please. NVIDIA. Is the GME? I still have a little. Tesla. This is the herder. This is it. It's hurting me. I'll tell you what the problem is. They have the shareholder meeting coming up. I believe it's tonight or Thursday. I'll look more. I'll look a little bit later if Surf's Up hasn't. I have a lot of DSLL. I'm not going to lie. I have like 50,000 DSLL. I might cut it. Where is it? Show position info. I might cut it. 58,000 from 770. What? From right here. And I had chances to get out too. This is where yesterday was right there. All of a sudden, what is this? Yesterday's, I had a chance. I still have it. Listen, I shouldn't say that. I still have a chance. Can always buy it back. Blah blah blah. It's like it's a Tesla. It's not like I'm bagged in a low floater. All right, Soxel. They sold off semis. Let's look at our STX. We're still in that. STX. Oh, look at that. It hit 100. What a surprise. And I am in that. Here's my trades today in STX settings. Let's go to where's my trade show executions? STX. 160. Look at that one. Once they break the 100, I wouldn't even short this thing. That's the ultimate compliment. Shouldn't be considered as a short, but it's one of these positions where you let runners go and you don't look at it. Maybe the Capola Lamb research in 5 years. Western Digitals are doing the same. Yeah, it is. And the good thing about Western Digital and STX is they're kind of in that GPU energy space with with like VRT and Keg and the others. And these happen to bounce a little bit. So when these bounced or did bounce, they took up STX. I left the runner. It's in the fund. Fund's doing okay. And VFC left the runner. QS, the problem in the fund. Planeteer. Let's look at the ones that's heading out. Planeteer. This is the one. What's wrong with this? Taking calls. Everything that we preach about. Preach or talk about. We're not alone here. I'm not splitting the atom. That looks okay. God forbid that breaks the RSI here. Nice move above the 10-day. And the move, that's what you want to look at. As the bottom line is, it pulled back. Actually, it pulled back on. Usually, it had a lot of volume and finished the days at the high from here. Now it has an up day where it finishes it the day at the high. Taking calls, it is what it is. What else is acting well with the charts? Let's go here. Wolf still taking calls. A little Bitcoin hiccup, but you know what? Here's coin. They took it down for a minute, bounced off the 50-day. I love the 50-day. My favorite color is baby blue. Or should I say baby blue? It's feminine. Who cares? Baby blue. And I love when they bounce off that baby blue boy. And coin did it. Wolf still taking calls. HUT still taking calls. Gotta do with the other one. Gurn, Planeteer, Amazon, Zim. I could have been somebody. I'm the guy that took the shot here when it capitulates to the upside on volume that day. I'm the guy that shorts to 22, gets giddy when it reverses the next day down to 20. And then, we make the hard money, don't get me wrong. But leaves the meat of the money on the bone. When short them when they're down, they break. Zim, the other shippers, they were taking money too. This GLNG was an overnight, taking calls. And look at that, the shipper. That's how good of a shipper it was. All right. There's a stock, wow, GLNG. That was right on the list too. Beautiful trade. Listen to the volume. But it's there. This is the type of market where, for example, Apple against, well, not Apple against Tesla. Some stocks are resting as an Amazon, as others break high. So trade's the one that are probably going with the trend, positive on the, but the stink. This GLNG was the one. As soon as it took out yesterday's high break, you don't even have to know what it does. Stock had volume, price action, and good range options. I posted it on TGH. Once it took out yesterday's high, 27.80 for the new shot. For those that are shy, you could have bought it through the flag as it went through maybe 27.40, but I'm not gonna say you gotta be a level 12 trader that sit there and see GLNG took calls and volume yesterday, breaking high in the day. Let me buy some. There it is. General Motors. Okay, brought it up in all day. Actually, yesterday's video. What's the deal here? All right, net over time, these win. So it didn't matter if it was General Motors. Yes, I get to a degree. You have to know, and maybe sometimes, most majority of the time, you do. My point being, if this was uranium, would you take it? Probably. If there was a CCJ, you would have taken it. If this was GOLD, you would have taken it. If this was Apple, which is probably like the same as tonight, you would have taken it. So why don't take General Motors last night? Had $1 billion, could trillion dollar buyback. Actually, it was 6 billion and change. It worked. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. But with price action, volume, range, it's less forgiving when they don't. Let's put it that way. AFRM had good news. Riot. Let's look at today. Well, hold on. I really hope I was on the right page, and I was. All right, let's go to TGH and take some questions if there are any. Crude oil at the high. VIX, no sign of trouble. NVIDIA, Apple's up 10. GameStop, where's Tesla? This thing's at the low. It's incredible. It's such a crowded trade, too. Oh my God, it's breaking. TSOL. I'm bleeding. Myo bullish. I don't trust Myo as much. Every EV maker, actually, that's not bullish. Those are the wrong type of calls. LI taking calls, the wrong type of calls. I don't know, man. Look at this Long Island. Oh God, this is such a good stock too. I love, I don't even care what it does. But when it was up in the 30s and 40s, it was sexy stock, man. I love trading this thing. Freaking rips. Next, Boeing deliveries. What's Boeing doing? UAL. What happened there? Nothing. Not interested. NIO bullish. Crude oils. Autodesk. Percent gainers, 15 minutes. I hope mine's one on there. AMC. Percent losers, 15 minutes. I hope I'm well. Donut hit 1175. Did I sell any? Please tell me I sold some donut executions. I didn't. I look at this. Open orders. I have 4,000 donut to sell at 1175. And that was the high. I held it down. This rat bastard, he saw my offer. Oh, the donut, by the way, live trading, Mike V. Everyone will know. Donut. Okay. Settings. Position info. 42,000 donuts from 1175. It's a fact. Should be a fact. Everything's a fact. I'm trying to get it out of half of it even. By the way, the stock 2 days ago was whatever, 1014. Now it's 1179. Do the math on 48,000. It doesn't matter where it's. I don't listen. I don't. I have a target. Doesn't matter where it's going or it's been. It's where it's going. Now, what am I going to do with donut? What? But right, let's go with the real situation. This is the daily on donut. McDonald's did it reverse yet? McDonald's went red the went green to red the green. So I like that. So I'm trying to get out of half donut. Donut was a trade that turned into an investment. Now the freaking thing was 18 the beginning of April. Now it's not where it's been, it's where it's going. I appear that, so I don't care about that to a degree, but it's got to move in it. So I'm trying to sell me out here. Everybody in trade getting it, buy me a donut. So I'm going to sell out half here. You know, it's a huge, a big short interest stock. That's my position next in donut. And the reason why I bring up donut is because I saw it here. Percent losers, 15 minutes, donut. They're trying to get me out. Come on, don't worry about the donut. Everybody in the pool. Let's look at percent gainers in 15 minutes. Maybe I got a winner here. Stitch Fix, AMC, Zim. So they went Zim. I'm not surprised at this. Come on. Do I have to leave off here? I'm getting a plug from the team. STNG bounced. Shipper, right? GONG I brought up. New highs. Shipper. You know, Zim. I'm not going to say it's going to reverse, but stock 1680. There's a dollar move. 1686 to 1775 on a $17 stock that has range price action and it's trading. You know, the group's giving it a hint. So Apple at the highs. Apple at the highs. What are some of my other positions? What time is it? 11:30. I got more time. I came on a little bit late. Kit. All right, this is what you want to do. Follow my Twitter feed. For those that don't like queries or any type of graphs or anything, I grew up a little bit. I was born a little bit early. In this present day and age, I love statistics. I love charting. I love algos. I love coding. I love it all. But I was born a little bit too late. But I'll deal with I feel like a moonshiner, you know what I mean? I'm still in the forest trying to do, quality trading or something like that that people want to do, but it's almost down the ground. It's called TradeGATEHub. Brad Schultz, go to him. Guy's got much, a lot of followers. Biopharma, these are the stocks that are leading the day, up over 4%. Or Groupon is up on nicely in the day. ARM brought it up 12 times. TJ Firm, I brought it up. And he posted the movers for the day. What else? APP, I don't like it. Apple, it's obliterating its high. Follow with this guy, TP. He's a friend of mine. Okay, he's a stat freak. Another one. Options and Stats Addict. They'll tell you what this is. You want to go for TP on the day? I mean, he doesn't have a sub or anything. He's a part of my crew, but he'll tell you largest increase in open interest. Good guy. So what is he saying? Apple is obliterating its high, open on green day over the past 100 trading days. Apple's currently trading three, but you know what? I have other queries where this is brought up qualitatively. I have empirical data. I have some Apple new high, 380% of its volume. Nevada find its support today, mid-session, 120. Note that one. Oh, look at this. Sounded like a joke. Put STX on your list. He's telling the boss STX now. TP. TP. Come on, baby. I've been on this thing since 97. Come on, baby. TP. He'll get back to me too. STX, we're in it. We brought it to the first thing. And how could you not be in it? Like I said, it doesn't matter what it makes. Stock was near 90. It was like $97. The majority of stocks near 90, near 97, usually at 100 per Helene Miser or everybody else that I taught of. Still one of these antiquated theories that still kind of work to a degree. Same with Apple, 200. Okay, and split the atom. Look at Apple, my God, they are loaded. That's incredible. Next. Yeah, I got an answer from TP, my boy. Mike V from TradeGATEHub showing some respect. Congrats, likes. You know what? A pro. Bro. No ego, TP. See, Cole, that's the community we bring here. Hop in the room. Anyway, good ideas go to good ideas. What I'm saying, I only follow 75 people. It's not like I'm following MaximMilfs or something.com or like the New York Mets. So trade GateHub, quality or quantity. What is going on here? Let's look at our news feed. Just telling you what I do and what I'm thinking out loud. What is it? You know what I mean? There's plenty of time. Garmin negative, Kit, Apple highs, Autodesk, ARM. What about here? What's taking calls on the Jesus? Jesus, Apple bullish. What's this? July 19th. Maya. I can't do it. What's Tesla? Oh, look at Tesla. GM more into it. Siri, don't want it. Whirlpool, more emblematic of the market if they're going into Whirlpool. Not necessarily trade the stock. Maybe more of an inflationary issue, a consumer discretionary situation. Talk about that later. All right, we'll leave it here because you know what? I'm out of breath. Even with the walks with Tony Pistachio. You share. I take all questions, comments. Listen, I'm raw. All right. I'm sorry that I'm not, I'll try to do better the next time, but I'm saying I'm raw. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change. Okay. Here's Lewis. Lewis, I love when each high guy sticks anyone. Still space lit. This sticks is plenty of space. This is going to STX is going to turn into an LRCX or T. This is what I believe STX will be. Eventually beat Paradigm. Come on. I typed so fast. STX, I believe, will be a Paradigm. I think it's going to be a similar move. I do. I really do. And I don't think Western Dig is going to be far behind. Same thing, 77. Look at this thing. See, Western Dig kind of stick. I don't say scares me. It's not words in my vocabulary. Cautious is that still feels like that beach ball underwater thing, but it's not enough for me to say it looks like a 10-star layup from here. But yet I would be reticent. Maybe with some calls going out of in the money, excuse me, in the money, July's 10% lower, July 70s. I go Western Dig July 70 calls, maybe even lower. I bid for them, of course, but that's what Western Dig tells me. STX, you head onto the equity. Lewis, try CCL and MAR. Such brilliant. Lewis is getting after all the decade. And he's got CCL. I can't argue, Lewis. I love your ideas. And you know that. It was tough love between us. You know that because you knew it better a lot of times. CCL, how can let's look at the other ones. RCL. How can I talk you out of CCL? Marriott. Snow if it settles. Another good quote. Another good plan if it settles. The volatility at the bottom here is not over yet. That's what Lewis is saying. Snow if it settles. But it is what I mean. There'll be Oracle's coming out. This Oracle, I don't know. I'm not even gonna get my feeling is irrelevant. My opinions are irrelevant about Oracle. A stock like this deserves price action, volume, and all that. My opinions are irrelevant. I'm not an analyst. After the close, right on it. This surfs up, man. Brothers, let's look at the bros. I ain't gonna let it go. I'm gonna have the camera on one day. I'm just gonna talk all day. It's gonna be like a telethon. Bros, what's wrong here? Starbucks was taking all those calls. No one believed it. Sweet Green taking calls. What else is? Let's go to calls. Meta. Where is it? I haven't looked at Meta since it should be 206. 201. Meta. It was 506. When I started the telecast, the webcast, it was 503. Judging by what Apple's doing, you thought the Meta would have followed by now, but it's sitting at the 500. You want to trade? You see Meta? It's much become like Nvidia and Apple now. Or Kramer uses this: trade it, don't own it, don't trade it. That's what Meta is. How about pins? You know what? They fooled me. They got me. I sold the majority of pins up there. It looked too good. It didn't go. It was heavy last night. I thought about it. I thought a lot about this pins chart last night, or in bed, if you will. That's what I do. All right. I'm here to think about these things while you think about others. Trust me. I wish it was the other way around. It needs some more time. See the same thing it did here? It did have volume though, which kept me in it, which I took the trade, but I don't know. It seems too easy, but Mike V, I'll leave it there. Any questions for the team? Lewis, thank you for participating. I will leave it here. Big data coming out. Zim bouncing, beyond.com bouncing. Hold on a second. We're going to give a live update on Donut. At least give me 1165 back at Donut. Donut? Be 1165. 1154. Look at my oil. I'm holding this thing down. Got some room, but I'm holding. I swear to God, I think I'm holding. How much volume is Donut traded? 1.5 million, and I have. You know what? I should actually cancel this offer. Remember, Devin, there's the oils. You know what? A real pro. Where is my thing? Reddit. I'm out. AMC, GME. I have some still. Iron. This iron. This iron reminds me of CCJ a year ago. And go back to the last 4,000 videos on TradeGATEHub to see what happened with CCJ. But this iron, the vert bounced, or it did bounce. Actually, it didn't bounce. Keg. Yeah, this is the iron, number one. Iron falls. Can't stop it. Where's my JMIA? My analysis yet? I have 6,000 left. JMIA, not going to lie. I'm not really watching it because I like the trend that's in. I could have got out of 890. And that's where I did sell most top. I have 6,000 from 877. There's the chart on JMIA right there. Options, price range, action all across the board. Did I top ticket to a degree? Yeah. I mean, it's got to move in it up. I hope it doesn't pull this type of thing. Actually, I'm not hoping. Doesn't matter. Hope is another word not in my vocabulary. Care what it does. I'm going to have a stop loss. I have 6,000. I'm down 20 cents. I'm not going to let it go this way. You know what I mean? That's when some of your smallest positions turn into biggest losers. Then all of a sudden, I have 6,000 from here. Then all of a sudden, it goes here. Then I have like 12. You know what I mean? And then, then all of a sudden, I have 22,000. My average price is here. I'm hoping it goes up, hoping. And that's not the type of trade I'm going to turn into. When it breaks high, I'll add to it. I'm not going to add more. Let it settle. Boom. We'll move it from there. Crude making highs. Devon Energy. For those that believe me, I think I'm still on 8,000. Devon, I have 9,000 from 47.29. There's the daily on Devon. I'd like to reclaim the 10-day, but you know what? It's taking volume. It's taking calls. I think the right sector, as we've said many times in TGH. Actually, I'm going to give you the reason why I'm in here, because the reason why I'm in Devon is the reason what I'm going to show you is more important. Why I'm in why I'm in an individual trade at this point. And I'll leave off with that because the last point I make is going to be a very good one because it's relevant. Here. Okay, Wall Street Jesus. Net spec positions by open interest are net light managed. Bottom line is net short, huge shorts in crude oil. Do I think it's going to carry over to the equities? I'm not quite sure. That's why I'm not really having a lot of oil stocks right now. As you can see, I'd rather be in the entity or the commodity, as they would say. But stocks lead the commodity? I don't know. If stocks lead the commodity, buy more crude here because the stocks are lagging to a degree, from what I know. But the three stocks, oil stocks that are taking calls are Apache. It is what it is. Devon, and AR. They went back to this old stock, AR. You know what? This is an oil stock, AR. But you know what? Almost going to get the highlighter. Weekly. Ugh, boy, this is so nice. Looks like it bit around here, the cup and handle. Whoop, whoop. There's a cupper. AR. Stock looks good. All right, I'll leave it there. Said 19 times. I apologize. I went against my word and say that's it, but I'm talking more trading. Mike V. I'm in the room all day. Comments, questions, suggestions. I'll try to do better the next time again. Just a lot of screens. I'm trying to get to the point. I'm done apologizing. Just tomorrow will be a little bit cleaner of a webcast. I suppose, you know what? The bottom line is I miss Coach. You know, it's like at 4 o'clock every day. You know what I mean? It's the market closes. I feel like somebody just, it's after 30 years of the market closes at 4 o'clock PM. The biorhythms take over. Miss Coach is my partner. Percent gainers intraday. We're not in any of these. That's the sheen. AMC, Iron, anything Apple involved, anything with an A and a PU, anything reversed. It was like that in the video. NVM Dex, NV. It's like that with Apple now. AAPU, AAPL, anything that's related to an ETF with Apple, they're playing it. All right. Apple's a new in the video for now until it changes, but that's what's going on. Apple all-time highs, volume, price range, doesn't care what the symbol is, trade it. It's more than what's just going on the market. Mike V, thanks for tuning in. That is it. Cheers.